I sailed on Royal Caribbean's Odyssey of the Seas, and y'all, this ship is absolutely amazing. I had such a great time, but I know what you're thinking. Was it all amazing? Well, there was things that I absolutely loved about this ship, and then a few surprises that I didn't see coming. So let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm Carrie. I am a cruise addict and travel advisor who loves cruising all over the world and sharing my experiences with you, top tips and tricks with cruising, and so much more. If you love cruising, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I share new videos every week and you don't want to miss out. So first things first, when you board Odyssey of the Seas, you notice right away that it is absolutely beautiful. The ship's modern, it's big, it has so many different amenities on board. Plus, I sailed in December, so it was decked out for the holidays, really bringing you into the holiday spirits. They had a huge Christmas tree right in the atrium. It was amazing. Everywhere you look on the ship, there is always something happening, from people enjoying the North Star to all the activities in the Seaplex. You've got different games, different activities there. There's the pools, the hot tub, the casino on board, tons of food. If you're bored, you are definitely not cruising properly. And the North Star that I mentioned, it is absolutely amazing. This is like a huge, big spherical dome thing that you get in, and it lifts you up 300 feet into the air. So not only does it go above the ship, but it also cantilevers over the side of the ship when you are at sea, and it gives you the views of the ship. If you're in port, it gives you the views of the port. It's really beautiful. Of course, I had to try this, but I made the mistake of not booking the North Star until many days into the cruise, and by then, most of the times were already filled up. But here's something that you do need to know about the North Star. So if it's something that you want to do, definitely book it on day one when you board. You can't book it ahead of time. When you're at sea, there is a fee for going on the North Star, but if you book it and you go when you're in port, it is free. Now, I loved going on a port day because I got to see the entire port of Aruba, and it was so beautiful from 300 feet in the air. So that was a really fun experience for us. Learn from me. Definitely book that on day one when you board to make sure that you're getting the day and time that you want, because they only take so many people at a time. It's a small group. Y'all know food is a huge deal on any cruise, right? That's one of our favorite things about going. And Odyssey absolutely did not disappoint. Well, mostly. There was a couple of misses that we had here. The main dining room was absolutely fantastic. We ate here just about every night for dinner. We had the same table and the same waiter every night. If you're new here and you don't already know, I am gluten-free. So for me, it is very important that I get that same table and same waiter every night so they get to know me, my allergies, and my food preferences. My husband, he's got it easy. He has no food allergies. He can eat anything he wants. He loved the main dining room also. They have so many great options. They've actually won awards for their outstanding service that they do. And you can tell when you eat in the main dining room on Odyssey that it is like a step above with their service and with the food. It was so good. The Windjammer buffet was also great. Now listen, I know some people don't like buffets, but Odyssey's Windjammer was pretty solid. What I love about it is that every time you walk in, they immediately have you wash your hands. There's somebody there, washy, washy, happy, happy. That's their little jingle. I love this about them. Once you walk in, the stations are amazing. They have them all separated. So you've got your American fare, Mexican, Indian. My husband absolutely loves the Indian fare on Royal Caribbean. He says it's so good. It's very authentic. They have a salad bar. And then for me, they have a separate gluten-free section that has a huge sign above it that literally says gluten-free. So I know I can eat there safely every time I eat in the buffet. This is very unique for Odyssey. Not a lot of other cruise ships have this. This is one of the first and only places that I've seen it have an entire station just dedicated for gluten-free. Loved it. We did eat at a couple specialty dining restaurants. I absolutely love Giovanni's Italian. We've eaten at this on other cruise ships as well with Royal Caribbean, but it was so good on Odyssey. We got like a meat and cheese appetizer, and one of the cheeses was so good, we asked what it was, and the waiter was so great. He actually went to the back, got the box that the cheese came in, and showed us so that we could take a picture of it and purchase it at home. Here's a picture of it. If you want to get it, you gotta love when you're on a cruise and you find things that you can also have at home. But again, their food here in Giovanni's was solid. We tried pizza, pasta, panna cotta for dessert was great. Loved it. The last thing they give you in Giovanni's before you leave is a limoncello shot, and ooh, that baby is strong. Okay, like really strong. If you eat there and you get that limoncello shot, you gotta be feeling it. We also ate at the specialty restaurant Chops. I don't know if our waiter was new, if he was training. Typically in specialty dining restaurants, the waiters that you get are more experienced, but with this one, our guy would disappear for a long time. It took forever to get our food. He was kind of making mistakes here and there and missing things, so it wasn't as great as it could have been. The food was still pretty good, but the dining experience itself definitely left something to be desired, especially when you're paying that premium for eating in the specialty dining place. You kind of expect everything to go pretty smooth. This one was a little rocky for us. And y'all know we had to hit up Serrano's for some pizza. I don't usually eat Serrano's for a full meal. This is always a snack option. When you're on a cruise, calories don't count, right? They always have regular pizza ready to go. Anytime my husband wanted it, he could go up and order. For me being gluten-free, they would make me pizza anytime I asked. I always went with pepperoni. You do have to wait just a little bit when you get a gluten-free pizza, but it is worth it. I definitely like it here. And bonus, it is included in the cost of your cruise fare, which is always good. El Loco Fresh was also one of our favorite places to eat for lunches. This is on the pool deck and it's a Tex-Mex option. So they have a lot of different things here where you can can kind of make your own nacho or like burrito bowl with the chips that you can dip. They have burritos. They have, I think they had quesadillas. It's really good. I definitely recommend checking this out. There are a ton of bars on board spread all throughout, and you can use the Royal Caribbean app to actually see when the bars are open, when the restaurants are open. This was the first time that we got the soda package because we wanted to try it out, see what we liked. Usually we'll drink maybe 1 or 2 Coke Zeros a day on the cruise, but we're like, you know what? Let's try the soda package out. Let's see how it is. What I liked about the soda package was being able to go to the freestyle machines, get ourselves some Coke Zero, some Diet Dr. Pepper. They had a ton of other options too, but we usually stick with just those 2. My biggest complaint with the freestyle machines is they don't have them in the front of the ship in the adults only solarium. So you have to walk all the way through the main pool deck to get to buy that A Loco Fresh Mexican place, which is more towards the middle after the ship, in order to get your soda refilled if you have that soda package. I wouldn't get the soda package again because for me, I just wasn't drinking enough of it. And towards the end of the cruise, we were just really tapering off by how many we were getting a day. I mean, it was hard for me to even drink 2 of the cups a day with those, but a lot of people were really enjoying it, and it is convenient, and you gotta love a good freestyle machine. Okay, let's talk activities on a cruise, because of course this is really important, especially on sea days. My husband and I cruise without kids, so when we cruise, we are always looking for an adults only area. Y'all know that Royal Caribbean is family friendly, so there's always going to be a lot of kids on board, which is great. There's tons for families to do, but for us, we also want to be able to get away from that all. What I love about Odyssey is they have a solarium, which is in the front of the ship, which is adults only, with a lot of different loungers. They've got pools and hot tubs up there, so we were able to spend a lot of time up there. It is quieter. If you're wanting more of a hopping, music, higher energy vibe, definitely go to the main pool deck area, and that's where you're getting a lot of that. But of course, with that is going to come a lot of kids and things like that. Then they have the kids splash away bay section, not far from that as well, which is really fun for kids. The Seaplex also has tons of things to do. They have a huge chess game right outside of it. They've got a big thing for pool. Inside, there's like bumper cars that they do throughout the day. I saw people playing archery. There's basketball courts in there. They also, outside of that, have the surf simulator that people can practice surfing on. Of course, there's also an onboard casino, a lot of entertainment like comedy. They have live music, different shows, trivia. They have the shops on board, all kinds of things like that. So you could always have something to do. Make sure to continue to check the Royal Caribbean app, and it tells you what activities and entertainment are going on throughout the day. So you can just go to whatever you're feeling or go to nothing at all. You do you. So even though Odyssey of the Seas is a bigger ship and there's a lot of people who are concerned that it's just going to feel huge, it's going to feel like there's way too many people on it, I personally didn't feel that way. I really enjoyed it. I felt like I could get the high energy vibe that I wanted in some areas of the ship, and I found a lot of other relaxing areas where we could just get away from it all, decompress, have that relaxing vibe. That's more of the way that I cruise. I want more of the relaxation of it than the constant high energy, high vibe of it. But you can get both on Odyssey of the Seas, which is great. So after all this, would I sail on Odyssey of the Seas again? Yes, I definitely would. In fact, I am super bummed that they moved Odyssey of the Seas to a different port and it's no longer sailing from Florida. I cannot wait till it comes back so I can sail on it again. It was that great. In fact, Odyssey is in the top 2 of my favorite ships that we have ever been on. It was a fantastic cruise from start to finish. With every cruise, you're always going to get a couple bumps in the road or a couple things that you're like, that could be a little bit better. It could be a little bit different. But overall, everything on this ship hit all of our wish list and all of our needs of what we were looking for. Of course, like I said, there's a few things that I would do differently, like booking the North Star ahead of time. And I might not go to so many of the specialty dining restaurants. I got the specialty dining package of 3. I don't think that's needed. I feel like the food was good enough where I don't need to have any of those added packages. But again, if you choose to get them, the specialty dining food is absolutely great. So tell me, what is the one thing that you're most excited to do if you sail on Odyssey of the Seas? Let's chat about it in the comments. I hope this helps. I'll catch you on the next cruise.